In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how simple trading can be when you have a simple strategy. And as you can see on the screen, here is a trade I took on gold on the 15-minute time frame, and it was so simple to find, so simple to do, and as you can see, it did actually come in. It literally requires just a few things, and these things you need to require are such simple things to understand, like a breaking structure, a fair value gap, and a liquidity sweep. It is truly this simple. So let's get straight into it, and let me show you how simple this strategy really is. So as you can clearly see, I took this trade on the 15-minute time frame, and it smashed take profit within a couple of hours. Now, before I take the trade, I need to locate a few confluences. Now, I don't just look at the 15-minute trade before taking this trade. I also look at the higher time frame to make sure if price is in a discount or a premium. Now, my higher time frame for the 15-minute would be the 4-hour. So I'd execute on the 15, but for looking at the bigger picture, I'd go to the 4-hour time frame. So let's go over to the 4-hour time frame to actually see if we're in a discount or a premium. Obviously, this is a buy opportunity, so we want price to be in a discount. You can clearly see that on the 4-hour time frame, we are trading in a premium. Now, like I said, on the 15-minute time frame, we're looking for a buy. Now, does that mean I'm not going to take the trade because it is in a premium and I'm going for a buy on the 15-minute time frame? Absolutely not. It just knocks off one of my confluences and doesn't make it an A-star setup. So now I've located that it is in a premium or a discount, I go back to the 15-minute time frame to see if it has any more confluences before I put this trade on. Now, the area I was looking at for this trade was this impulsive move right here, okay? This big impulsive move to the upside, which then broke structure. From here, I get the fib tool and put it from the swing low all the way to this swing high right here. Let me just drag that out so you can clearly see it. I then want to locate a fair value gap, and as you can obviously see, there is multiple fair value gaps in this impulsive move to the upside. Now we've located a fair value gap, let me just go back a step. When I put the fib tool out, you can notice there is two numbers here, the 71 and the 75. These numbers right here are essentially in where I put my buy limits. Or if I was going for a sell, I'd put my sell limits. But for this example, it is a buy example. So at the number 71 right here, I would put a buy limit. Sometimes I put it at the 75, all depending on if the fair value gap is lower or higher. But I do mainly use this 71 line, and it gives us a 2.45 ratio every single time. Now, something very important with the fair value gap, we want it to be on the 71 line because that's where we're placing our limit, or we want it just to be above. For this instance, as you can clearly see, it lands on the 71 very nicely actually. Now there is one below it as well, let me mark this out, like that. This isn't ideal because price could literally go like this all the way up, and hit stop loss and then go up. That's why it's ideal we have a fair value gap on the 71 or just above it, because as you know, imbalances in the market, price tends to magnetize towards the fair value gap before reacting or completely smashing through it. But yeah, that's just a little tip for when looking for the fair value gap. Make sure it is where you have your entry point. Now, another thing I locate is a breaking structure. As I said before, price moved abruptly to the upside, creating a breaking structure. And as you can see, we've now got a fair value gap, a breaking structure. Now I want to locate just one more thing, and that is a liquidity sweep. And as you can clearly see on the chart, we do have a liquidity sweep at the bottom of this range. Once I've located all of my confluences, I would then put a buy limit or a sell limit, depending on what I was going for. But for this example, it was a buy, and as you can clearly see right here, we did end up taking the take profit. I'll also put a screenshot up here just to prove that I'm not just going back on the market. I genuinely got this trade and got the win. Like, it's such a simple concept, and I've been using this for a while now, and it works really well. Now, I've actually got another trade currently right now, and I'm pretty sure it's just hit take profit as we are speaking. But yes, as you can see right here, this was a 5-minute time frame trade, and it has smashed take profit. Again, it's got the liquidity, the breaking structure, and for this one, it did have a high time frame alignment. You can clearly see we're in a massive premium and we are looking for sells, right? But I'm actually very buzzing about that trade. It's a beautiful trade. Again, with the fair value gap just below the 71. It did also react to the POC line. I'll go into that in more detail in the next video, but the POC line is something I've just introduced, but it tends to be working really well. As you can see, price has literally reacted off this POC line, and it has smashed take profit. I'm absolutely buzzing with that actually, but because I'm literally making this video right now. Wow, that's brilliant. But that is just proof this concept does work. Obviously, it doesn't work every time. It's got a 40 to 60% win rate, and the ratio is around 2.45 on the 71. If you did it from the 75, the ratio would be a 3-to-1, meaning if you lost 3 trades, You'd only need to win one to literally break even. Like I said, this strategy is very simple. And just before I do end the video, I just want to say I do also have a community called the HIC community. It's the Harrison's Inner Circle. It's completely free. We do also have the VIP. You can check both of them in the link in the description. But essentially for the free group, I will provide you guys with signals. Now I know you're probably thinking, oh, one of these signal gurus. I understand. I'm not one of these guys who just says, I've got a 95% win rate, I only trade gold. No, I predominantly only trade the 4-hour time frame, which would mean you'd only get a trade once in a blue moon. I do also trade the 5 minute and the 15, which would mean more trades and more wins, more losses. But yes, I do provide you guys with signals. You don't have to take them, you can join. I've also got there's a free community in there with strategy ebooks and guides, psychological ebooks. So again, just check it out. It's called Harrison's Inner Circle. Check it out in the link in the description below. So that is the end of the video. I do appreciate the people who have stayed around and watched it till the very end. Hopefully I've given you some value there and give you some inspiration for you to actually try this strategy, because it is very simple. A lot of people on YouTube do complicate it and change strategies every other week, but trading can be very simple, when you have a simple strategy. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see more videos like this, just subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what to do next. But I appreciate every single one of you who have watched, and I'll see you in the next one.